This is a film about the hairy woodpecker. It's a medium-sized woodpecker. Its habitat is forests of all kinds, and can be seen in backyards and feeding in orchards and so on. In this film, you'll see that the hairy woodpecker is feeding in a birch tree later on, and that's one that the sapsucker has drilled into for sap, and the hairy woodpecker is taking advantage of that for food and insects that are in there. This one is down at the shore near the ocean, and he's looking for insects and larvae and so on. They're quite able to, with their nice sharp little claws, hang upside down in any position that they choose. The male has a red patch on its head. The female did not have that patch. That's basically the only difference between the male and female. They have quite a long chisel beak. And coming up is along the Sliammon River, where many species of birds like to live in and forage for food and have nests and so on. And they love that kind of habitat. Here he is feeding in the sapsucker holes that were drilled into the birch tree. They have a nest hole in the tree, and usually there's 4 white eggs, and they all manage to keep contained in that small cavity in the tree. They feed on sap, insects, under bark and berries and so on. In all species of woodpeckers, the male spends the night on the nest. The feces is excreted in a tough membrane sac that the parents remove. This is common with many birds. Here are some shots of, this is a female feeding a baby in the nest. A young male woodpecker poking his head out waiting for food. Here's a male feeding, and this is a female feeding. Here's a female hairy out in the forest. This is in a pine tree. It's foraging for food there, and it's quite aware I'm there, and they're kind of a little bit elusive at times, but I did get a few clips of this one, so I'm quite happy with that.